Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm going to share with you a couple of my favorite tea tree oil, aka Melaleuca oil uses. So, depending on what country you're in or where you ordered from, you might have tea tree or you might have Melaleuca. Either way, they're the same thing, they just have different names in different regions. So, what I was going to share is the owie spray. We also call it our boo-boo blend here. So I have two kids. I have a daughter who's almost 8, and my son turned 3 this fall. So as you might imagine, we have lots of bumps and bruises and scrapes and rashes and cuts and burns and bug bites and all kinds of things going on in our household, whether it's the kids who have, just been doing what kids do and gotten themselves hurt a little bit, or if it's me, in the kitchen or, outside when the weather's nice. There's lots of times when we've used this little blend. So one thing that I really, really, really like about it is that it's like multi-purpose. So this blend, I'm going to show you in a minute how to make it, but it's got the Melaleuca or tea tree in it, which will help to kind of cleanse the skin because it's got some disinfectant properties, but it does it without irritation or damaging the skin like some other disinfectants can. It's also got lavender in there, which is really calming, really soothing, and can help take away some itch, because that's a common problem when you've got, whether it's a bug bite or just an irritation. And then there's also frankincense in there. So that's going to help again with the soothing. It's frankincense is anti-inflammatory. It helps promote skin healing, all kinds of healing, really. So altogether, they're going to help cleanse the skin. They're going to help soothe it. They're going to help promote it. And this is a really nice replacement for some other things that you might have had in your first aid kit or your medicine cabinet in the past that maybe the kids didn't like because they hurt, or maybe you just didn't feel great about using because of the ingredients in there. Okay, so I just made some up in this little bottle. It's a spray bottle. So it's got a little spray top, so it's nice and easy to apply to any of those problems, like the cuts, the scrapes, the skin irritations, without having to touch them. You can just spray this on. This is a 1 ounce bottle. The recipe I'm going to share is for a 2 ounce bottle, but I'm out of the 2 ounce size. So I made it up in the 1 ounce size. This is another recipe I'm going to share really quick at the end. This is our lice prevention spray, but right now I'm going to focus on the Boo Boo blend. And I got somebody who just came to say hi. His hair's still wet from the bath. Do you want to say hi? Okay, so our owie spray or Boo Boo blend. Don't touch the computer, please, bud. Oh, no touchies. Rory. Okay, let's leave it now. This is the half recipe. So in a normal 2 ounce bottle, you would do, we just had coffee spilled. Okay, so in a normal 2 ounce bottle, you would do 15 drops each of the tea tree or Melaleuca, the lavender, the frankincense. I'm gonna go check on them in a minute. So 15 drops each. I did the 1 ounce size, so I just halved that. And then you can fill it up with fractionated coconut oil. So put your drops in first and then fill up to the top with the coconut oil. Or if you prefer, I like my spray a little more watery, a little thinner. So I actually do half water and then half witch hazel. And the witch hazel is soothing as well. So because the oil and water don't mix before I use it, I just do a little bit of this to help distribute the oils through it, and just do a little spray on. More spray if it needs more cleaning, but if it's just kind of an irritation, a little spray will do it. So I've even, like, I keep this with me. We put it in our diaper bag. I didn't have one at home, so now I've got one to keep at home. But I've even made one of these for my mom because she has like a recurrent skin irritation, and she lives in a retirement facility. And what they had prescribed her was a steroid cream, which you're actually not supposed to use more than 10 days. And the doctor told her, don't use this more than 10 days. But because this irritation kept coming back, the staff at the home kept putting it on her. So I made her up this spray to use instead. So she actually keeps this beside her couch, and every time she notices her leg, her skin irritation bothering her, she'll do a little spray on it. Okay, so that is the owie blend / boo boo blend. Where to get supplies is you can look at a local health food or natural food store. I'm in Chatham, Kent, so I get supplies at Ruby's, which is on Grand Ave East. I know the Healthy Berry carries some supplies here too, so you can check in whatever town you're in, your local, natural store, natural section in the grocery store even. Or you can order online. Amazon typically has some good options as well. Okay, and then the other thing, I just noticed my note, the other thing that we really, really, really like about this is that it doesn't sting. So recently, just this past summer, actually it happened 2 summers in a row, we were at the outdoor splash pad. Kids were running around, having a great time. The ground's wet. What do you think happened? Wipe out, big scrape along my daughter's side. And that was 2 summers ago. And then last summer was my son's knee. And we're at the splash pad, and, they're worked up because it's hurting and stinging. And so then I got my oils out like the super mom that I am. And they were worried it was going to sting, put the stuff on, it didn't sting. And they were both like, you could just see the relief that it didn't sting, and it actually helped it feel better and clean it out a little bit. So a couple of testimonials there. Now, I did mention the other thing that I use tea tree for every day in our house is this lice prevention spray. The lice don't like tea tree. So we spray this in the kids' hair every day before they leave home as a prevention. They've had lice in their class at school. My daughter's been to a sleepover with a friend, and the next morning the mom said, hey, your daughter has lice, you better check your daughter's hair. And they had even slept together in the same bed. She didn't have it. We were so thankful. And my little guy, even with daycare, he's had kids in his class with lice. So this is 2-ounce spray bottle, fill it with water, 12, I'd say like 10 to 15 drops. I do 12 because that's a 1% dilution, but kind of anywhere in that range. Every morning we just mix it up, spray their hair, good to go. All right, I need to go see what that little guy is doing. So this is Lisa signing off, and have fun with your oils. Get using them because it's a lot of fun. Okay, he's now climbing on a chair, so I gotta go.